Paralyzed by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, looking to revive. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, motives reflected. Often mirrors appear clear, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and raving and grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you conceive.
Boom. Yes, it is. The truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, and not feeling all that great, but trying to get better. It's just like the last month and a half, my health has been insane. But we are back doing what we need to do to get ready and to get all set up and trying to get things the way they should be and get back in the groove. Sorry I missed y'all last week, but it hasn't been the best for me this time around. But anyway, that being said, hope everybody's had a great weekend. Yesterday was the NBA All-Star. You know, there was only one good thing about the whole weekend, and that was Sabrina versus Steph in the three-point shooting contest. Other than that, the regular three-point shooting contest, Trey against Damian, that was good, but that's the only thing that really, the game sucked because these guys are, I mean, Luka shot one from the three-point line on the other end of the court. I mean, it's not even basketball anymore, so I'm just like, I'm so frustrated with watching those guys and doing all that. It's just so frustrating for me to watch these guys right now. It really, really, truly is. So it's just to me, it's like I don't understand what you guys. I don't understand what they're doing. I really don't. It's just frustrating to me. It really, really is. It's just. Anyway, let's go. You can go to YouTube right now and put on any questions that you might have. The unpopular search YouTube, the Unpopular Hour with Matt Clark. Hang on one second. Sorry to blow my nose. This weather is just going hot to cold. It's just really beating me up. My allergies. And if you got allergies, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, search the Unpopular Hour with Matt Clark. And then also, after the storm, the OKC Thunder. Go ahead and like and subscribe and hit notifications. And every time we're on, you'll be able to come on and follow that. So please go ahead and do that. And like I said, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and type them in the chat right there on YouTube, and I will be able to see them just as soon as you do it. So please go ahead, like, subscribe, hit notifications on that. And then, so if you got questions, just go ahead and do that for me. I appreciate it. But anyway, the NBA game yesterday, I mean, 211 to 186. Really? 211 to 186. 200 points in a game. There's no defense. They're just running up and down. You know, these guys, I mean, it's like these generational kids have gotten so spoiled because of all the money that they make. And they go out there and, you know, their brand and whatever, and they're jacking around. I mean, like, it. Back in the day, the All-Star game meant something. And I think they need to do the same thing what baseball did for their All-Star game. It's like, okay, the winner, y'all get to host whoever, if it's the East or West, y'all get to host, regardless of records, you get to host it. You know what I'm talking about? You get to be the home team for the NBA Finals. You got to put something, because there's something I heard them say today, oh, well, put some money on the line. They're making 30, 40, $50 million, $60 million. What's a couple of $100,000 to them? Oh, we'll make it 500,000 each. Okay, what's 500,000 to them? Yeah, they can go buy their wife something nice or their kids, but it's about pride, and that's why I said that they need to make it the European, or excuse me, the international players versus the U.S. players. Because to me, that would solve a lot of issues right there because everybody knows that the international players are taking over. Like, we were at Top Golf yesterday, and someone made the comment to me. He said, Matt, he said that here's the deal. The players today, the kids today, they play more than they practice. They're playing every weekend. You're playing in a game somewhere. Well, how the hell are you going to get better if you don't practice? How the hell are you going to get better if you don't train? If you're just going and playing games, you're not getting any better. I mean, you're running up and down the court, but that's it. That's why when I coached, we played in a league once a week, and then we had practice once a week, or if not twice, and then we played once a month. We went on to go play in a tournament somewhere out of state or in state. Depends on what the tournament was, because I believe that you had to get trained and ready in order to get set up for games. And all games did was take what you were learning. That's why we had our league games. Our league games were strictly set up so that whatever we're learning during the league, we can take that and try to apply that on the weekend doing games. And then in tournaments, let's go and let's take our best players and let's go to Dallas, or let's go to San Antonio, or let's go to Wichita, or wherever, Tulsa, wherever we're going to go. Let's go somewhere for the weekends that the parents and we all can hang out and have fun. But them playing 3 games, 4 games every weekend in a tournament, and you're not working on anything in practice, how is somebody going to get better? And I think that's basically starting at that level has now really come all the way up to these guys in the NBA. I mean, they're out there jacking around. I'm like, I didn't even watch the game. I started watching it, but I quit watching. I'm like, you guys, y'all, I don't want to see a 211 to 186 game. That's not what I want to see. I want to see some defense. And the East played defense a little bit. That's how they got up on the West. They actually played defense, and that's how they ended up winning the game. Now, to tell you about the fan support, they booed Damian Lillard for winning the MVP over Tyrese Halliburton. And I agree. Damian had the most points, but let's face it, it's a home guy. It's his dude. He should be the MVP. Now, Dame was ridiculous from half court, and I think he's trying to, Steph is not. Steph. I can still do what Steph does, and Damian, you can't do what Steph does. You're not consistent enough, but you are one of my favorite players. But you don't do what Steph does. Nobody does what Steph does. And if we get into this, I can't wait to be at the barbershop this weekend. Oh, sorry, guys. I apologize. This week to get to barbershop so we can have these in-depth discussions. And I gave them a week off last week because they're 49er fans. So I gave them a week. I didn't want to come in and beat them up, so I gave them a week off. So I'll be back there to beat them up a little bit this weekend because the pain won't be as it won't be as painful. So that being said, the NBA All-Star Game has to happen, and I don't know how you guys feel about it. Please go ahead to YouTube and give me something, but I don't know what to say to that. It's very frustrating to me. It really truly is. For a game that I love, a game I played, a game I preferred over every other sport. For it now to do this is just ridiculous. The slam dunk contest was terrible. I mean, guy talking about he's going to close his eyes, had his eyes open, then dunked it, then closed his eyes. Dude, there's cameras. We saw it. We could see that your eyes were, somebody jumped over a guy in a chair. In a chair. Mac McClung, yeah, you're great. You dunked over Shaq and all that's fantastic. But, the NBA dunk contest is done. It's not what it used to be. The three-point shooting contest is the only thing left. And the three-point shooting contest was good between Trey and Damian, but it did not match what Stephanie did. Because, look, she had 26 points. She would have been in the finals. Steph had to get 28 to beat her. Or 29, whatever it was. But what a great, that's the only thing I enjoyed all weekend. I didn't like the Rising Stars because it's a bunch of run up. I didn't like that at all. I didn't like, now I will say this. I did like the celebrity game. Parsons was, Mike Parsons was ridiculous. I will say I did like that part of it. I will admit that I did like watching him. So I did like that part of it. But I'm just saying the NBA All-Star Game weekend for me, and hopefully, but when we get our new facility, our new arena, that Oklahoma City will be able to get the NBA All Star game here. So, but I think we're still don't have enough hotel rooms. Somebody's like, "Oh, well, we got a bunch." I go, "You got a bunch of hotel space out in the country. You want to be downtown. You need more hotels downtown and Bricktown and that area around the arena, so people can walk around downtown. It needs to be more places downtown because right now you got what the Omni, the what do you got? You have wait one, two, three, four, five, six, seven hotels right within 3 blocks of the arena. Okay, and then you go to Bricktown and you have several over there. But we probably need another probably five, six, seven hotels downtown or in Bricktown so that we can kind of build that up. Because the NBA All Star Game is a fun time for the weekend just to see everybody and go and do it. It's great for that. But they have got to change the way that it looks. It's a bad look on these guys, and I don't think they don't really. I don't know if they don't care, or they don't see it, or they just don't give a shit. I mean, I don't know what it is with these guys, but they don't really care, and they're just out there. I mean, I'm sorry when Lucas shot that ball from there, I was like, okay, I just really turned my back to the TV at that point. I'm like, I'm done. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. I was done. I don't. Uh, it was just a very disappointing. I give the NBA All Star Weekend everything that was going on with all the events and everything they had on. I give it a C minus. C minus. Or I give the Steph Sinescu. I give that an A. I give the NBA 3-point shooting contest an A. And then the game was an F. The other game was an F. The Celebrity All Star game was, I'm going to give it a B. It was still pretty good. But I'm sorry, if you're not going to play defense, what the hell are you doing? You got to make it worth something for these guys to invest in. And that's what I said. To me, what you do what the baseball team did. Said whoever wins the All Star game, that conference gets to host the finals. And then somebody, oh, well, that's unfair to the Celtics. They have the best record. Okay, well, get your butt out here and play better defense. Now, in this particular case, the Celtics, because the East won, the Celtics would have hosted it because they have the best record, so they would have held it anyway. And speaking of that, we'll talk about the Thunder and all that here in a minute. But the Thunder have the third best record in the NBA. Third best record in the NBA right now. And it's because, one, it has zero to do with our minutes managing coach. In fact, he's lost games simply because of his management or his coaching decisions. So the question is, what's going to happen with that? And is he going to change that? Because now these guys have got their 5 days off because they didn't work. That wasn't work this weekend. Dunk contest ain't work. 3-point shooting contest ain't work. And that game damn sure wasn't work. It was so frustrating to watch what they were doing. It's just, I was thoroughly disgusted and disappointed. Now, as a fan, when they go to games, they're going to love it because it's all the stars there, and you got all the movie stars, you got all the actors, actresses, football players. You got a bunch of people that are there for the weekend itself. Yes, you get to see a bunch of stars. It's star-driven 100% on when it comes to that. But after that, I mean, you shot the ball from the 3-point line on the other end and hit the top of the backboard. Then you tried to throw a dunk to yourself off the backboard and missed the dunk, Luka. I mean, LeBron barely played because he's hurt. I mean, it's just the NBA and what's come down to is just a league of guys who are making a bunch of money who don't really care about their craft. I mean, because to me, it's like, the commissioner had to force them to play more than 65 games. I mean, think about that. There's an 82-game schedule. Jordan played every game. Kobe played every game. Wilt played every game. Kareem played every game. Magic played every game. These guys didn't take games off. And everybody's like, they won championships. And they're like, oh, well, analytics. Get the hell away from me with all this analytic bull crap. Okay? Get away from me. Look, play every damn game. If you're hurt, come out. If not, you can play every game. Every other day, whatever, you get a day of rest. Hey, you in shape, play. The other people did it. Why can't you? All the other stars did it, and the travel that you have today compared to then, where they had to go to airports and you had to sit in the planes because they were too small for you. And it was terrible travel. And now you have planes, you fly custom private planes, you fly where you do it. It's a completely different thing. And they've changed the schedule to where it's more friendly for you traveling, and you guys still don't want to play. And it's management too because they want to win. But look, if you can play, you can play. You don't get tired unless you old, like LeBron and the Lakers. Whoever plays them in the first round is going to be hard. The second and third round, because remember, by the time they got to Denver last year, they were wore out. I'm talking about the Lakers. They were wore out. They were done by the time they got to Denver. And I believe that I don't want to see the Thunder play them simply because we don't match up well with them. So I don't want to see that. So, but that being said, there's no reason why these guys can't play an All-Star weekend. I just think you got to do something. But like I said, to me, either you make the East or West, whoever wins, their conference gets to be the home deal, which baseball does, or you make it international players versus American players. And we've talked about that. That would be SGA, Luka, Giannis, Wemby, and Joker against SGA, Anthony Edwards. SGA, Anthony Edwards. Hey, Drew, turn off your thing, man. SGA. I'm sorry. You'd have.
Hello.
Well, you turn off your deal, man. I'm getting revived. There you go. And then on the other side, you'd have Steph Curry, you'd have Anthony Edwards, you'd have LeBron, you'd have KD, and you'd have whoever you want in the middle. Embiid. That's what I'd probably want. So, talk about the All-Star game, Drew, yesterday.
Yeah, what a joke.
It was pathetic, was it not?
Yeah, they need that, that Nelson scoring make that goal.
We lost you, Drew. Say what?
They have that, what's it called, Nelson scoring system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, something, Drew.
I have to get the exact score.
But,
yeah,
dude.
That's bad. That's terrible. No defense being played whatsoever.
211 to 186.
Yeah. I had the over.
Well, yeah, 350. Oh, yeah. Well, my guy got his at 353.
Yeah, it was that whole weekend. I thought was a joke. The best part was the 3-point shot contest.
That was it against Steph and Sinescu. Steph against Sinescu, that was the best. Like everybody, like Kenny Smith. Oh, she needs to shoot from her 3-point line. Dude, she busted 26.
I agree with that, dude. You don't agree with it?
No, she should shoot exactly where she was shooting. Shoot or shoot, Drew. Drew, she had 26, which is what Dame had to win it. You're breaking up, Drew. Are you out in the country? Right, she did for she shot from the men's, but it's still when shooters, 2 feet ain't gonna make a difference when you're a shooter, and it clearly did because she had 26 and Steph had 28. It did make a difference. So when Kenny said that, I'm like, man, that if you can shoot, shoot or shoot, shoot or shoot. 2 feet, 2 inches, 3 inches ain't gonna make a difference. Not gonna make a difference. Now 2 or 3 feet. Maybe, but inches, yeah, that ain't gonna make that big of a difference. And she can shoot it. God dang, man.
Woo. 20 feet, 3 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what to me is like that contest. That was good. I gave that an A. I gave the 3-point shooting contest Trey versus Damian. I gave that an A. I gave the Celebrity All-Star game. I gave that a B. I gave the whole thing a C-. I gave the NBA game an F.
Oh, it's terrible. I thought the celebrity, also not the celebrity, but what is it, the newcomers or whatever game. That would have been good if it was Chet against Wemby in the final.
Yep, it wasn't, no. I didn't like. I gave that a C.
G-Leaguers got them.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just.
like I said, I did like the idea, though, next year in the three-point shot contest, doing 4 WNBAs and 4
NBA players.
NBA players. I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, they need to. It's still good because it's a 3-point shooting contest, so it's going to be good because you got to shoot it. So I think that in addendum to the three, I think you have the 3 NBA players or the 4 NBA players, and then you have those guys going against each. Then you have, I say, the winner, the top 4 of that plays against the top 4 women shooters.
Yeah, that's a good idea too.
You know, because
then you can still incorporate that men versus women
Yep.
until the final.
Yep. And I think Steph and them are going to go at it again next year. Dude, she might get him. she I thought she had him for a minute.
I mean, he had to put on a performance to get it.
Yeah, she was on him, bro. She was on him.
Yeah.
But you know,
And what you think about the best dunk of the night got the worst score of all 4 of his dunks, I thought. Where he dropped it in his hands and picked it back up again.
Yeah, that was nasty.
That was his best dunk.
Yep. To me, the dunk contest is
Yeah, it was bad.
It's just It's just The whole All-Star weekend.
Him dunk just 'cause his vertical is just insane.
It's insane, dude. When he jumped over,
48, 49 inches, dude. It's gotta be.
Yeah, he jumped over Shaq. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Shaq's 7'3". He jumped over Shaq. I mean, I thought his head was going to hit the rim that one time, too.
It was close.
But I'm just saying,
He's not but 6 foot tall.
Yeah, it's frustrating to me, dude. It's so frustrating to me, Drew. It's just,
Yeah.
I'm just.
That game last night was pathetic. I'd like to see their ratings and how many people watch it, because I don't think very many people did.
I quit watching. I was kind of watching it, but when Luka shot the ball from the 3-point on line on the other end and hit the top of the backboard, I'm like, I just said, I'm not watching any more of this shit. I'm done. And then how about the fans?
Remember like the 93 All-Star games, 93, 94, 95, those games were just amazing.
Yep. Well, that's when because they actually had pride. But these guys make so much money, they don't give a shit. They don't. And that's why I said change up the rules.
No, they don't.
I said make it to where even though, Boston has the best record, the East won, so they still would have had home court. But do like what baseball did. Remember, it was kind of waning, and now people weren't caring. They're like, okay.
Wait, what's the price?
What's the what?
What's the price for our game? How much does winning team get?
I think everybody gets $100,000 each. I think, which it's no.
Yeah, that's, what's so funny, dude. That's nothing to those guys.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a quarter of play.
I'm like you're making $45 million, $60 million, $50 million. What is $100,000? And they want to move it up to $500,000. I said they might play for $500,000.
They might, yeah.
But to me, I say you got to change up the rules, and I said to me, you change up the rules very simply. What you do is you make it to where whoever the winning team is, you get home court, East or West.
Yeah, like they did Major League Baseball.
Baseball, yeah, because that changed the way they did that. And I said the other thing is every other year, make it international versus American, which is what I was saying when you first came on.
Anyway, just have it that way, but then you couldn't. But you couldn't do East versus West.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I said I promise you, they would go at each other that way. I can promise you that because,
I think you probably got a better chance of doing the European versus the United States than you do having home court. Because I tell you what, if Boston finishes, 70 or 68-12 or whatever it is, 68-14, and they had to go play Denver on the road, they'd be pissed off.
Well, win the All-Star game.
Yeah, but there's only 2 guys from the Celtics on the All-Star game.
Yeah, but on the other side of that, you're still going to have pride in your team winning.
Sure.
but like I was talking about I was arguing with this guy last night, talking about the USA versus international. I said the international team is SGA, Luka, Giannis, Wembanyama, and Joker against Steph Curry, Anthony Edwards, Kevin Durant, LeBron, and Embiid. I said, but what happens is 6 through 10, the USA, That's when they bust
Yeah.
you up with
Yeah.
Halliburton and Damian and Jason Tatum. And I said, that's when they bust you up on the other side of that.
Did AD
Anthony
end up
Davis?
playing the game?
Yeah, he played.
He did?
Yeah.
No, I didn't even see. I didn't watch hardly any of it. I didn't see him playing.
Yeah, it was a joke. LeBron played 9 minutes or something stupid, man.
Yeah, they said he wasn't going to play much before the game even started.
Well, he was hurt.
Yeah.
He just came because he's trying to do his 20. He's such a numbers guy. He ain't the greatest player.
He said, I don't really do well with compliments. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You're the most vain person that wants to face the
No
earth.
doubt. Hey, Anthony Davis, 22 minutes, 16 points, 8 rebounds. Wait, let me see. 6 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists.
They took that game off, which is fine. I don't care. They need to rest anyway.
Yeah, but it's just frustrating to me, Drew. So frustrating. You know what I mean? It is actually so frustrating.
Dude. It's not what it used to be.
No, it's not. They've got to
I was
rethink
listening to
it.
Adam Silver and his little State of the League deal and talking about how he said the guys in the NBA right now have to cover more court than before. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? It's the same size
I'm
court.
Like, there's no defense because you're calling fouls every time. Because the guys live on the free throw line.
Right. That's exactly what it is. I'm sorry. He was really pissed off at their ass though after the game at the end.
He was.
He was pissed. Yeah, he was pissed.
You can't be doing arm bar anymore down lane. You can't hand check. You can't do any of that shit. They completely took that out of the game. And now, Jordan averaged 50 points a game now.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, think about Iverson.
Yeah.
I mean,
some of those guys, man, Garnett, if you couldn't foul him, Shaq.
Yeah, it's pathetic, dude. I'm sorry, the NBA game. It's like football.
The talent's there, and I think these guys still are the greatest basketball players in the world. But man, if they had to play back in the 80s and the 90s when you could foul, well, not really foul, but when the contact was allowed and forearms in the back and hand checks, I just don't know they'd be as good as they think they are.
No, that's what I was telling these guys about these guys. I said, LeBron is not playing 20 years because he's going to get killed. His body would not allow it to work. Because when he first got there, he didn't have a jump shot. And he's going to be going to the basket every time. Yeah, they're putting him into the ground.
What's his most severe injury he's had in his career? That shoulder deal he had?
Yeah, hamstring, groin. Yeah, but that's it. Yeah. So he really hadn't had
he never had any knee or ankle problems. He
had
a foot injury.
But Drew, he spends $1 million a year on his body, so.
Oh yeah, completely.
And like I told somebody,
my couch to him. He stays in peak physical shape.
But you know what, Drew? If I'm making $50 million a year and that's what I'm doing, and I got to stay in shape. I'll spend $1 million on my body, having me a nutritionist, somebody cooking dinner for my wife and kids.
What, like $165 million a year with all his advertisements and endorsements.
Yeah, it's something stupid.
Yeah.
You know,
you playing 82 games the rest of the year, you can just cool out.
And that's the deal. Is like he's talking about owning a team in Vegas. I'm like, do you understand how much money you out there? You ain't got enough money to own a team yet, bro.
No.
You ain't. You'll be a minority owner.
Yeah.
But you ain't got enough. You ain't got enough money.
Yeah.
What they say it was gonna be $3 billion.
Yeah, something crazy.
Or $4 billion to do the team in Vegas, to have a team.
Hell, and I think that's a low estimate.
Yeah, and so that's just. But yeah, Drew, I was just ridiculous, man. Yesterday, I was so frustrated.
Yeah, disappointing.
Yep. Now, what do you think?
Gives all the haters fodder to bag on the NBA.
Yep.
After yesterday.
Yep, and it's so funny is now that we're getting ready to start back on Thursday. When you look at the NBA stand,
big matchup in the Thunder Thursday. Come out just firing
with the Clippers.
in town.
Yep, and then you got back-to-back Clippers, Wizards. Then you go to Houston to play against the Rockets on Sunday. And they come back and play them here. Then they play again on Tuesday here. So, but right now the T-Wolves are number 1, 39-16. The Thunder are 37-17. Do you know they have the third best record in the NBA? The Thunder do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's the Celtics, T-Wolves, then
Thunder. The Sixers have fallen off after Embiid got hurt.
Oh yeah, they're not winning without him. They're not winning without him. There's no way.
He's not coming back this year, you don't think, do you?
Well, yeah, he's supposed to come back in the end of March.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah,
know the
sometimes. Yeah,
longevity
he's
of
supposed
that
to get
injury.
back with like I don't know the line with 2 weeks left in the season or something like that. But when he comes back, so he'll be ready for the
After you
playoffs.
get ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, that's basically what it'll be. Yeah,
Hmm.
and they'll be tough because
Oh yeah,
he'll basically be rested.
he'll be fresh, ready to
Yep,
go.
he'll be fresh and ready to go. So
Kind of like LeBron last year, where
yep,
he got hurt and he came back 2 weeks before, and he was ready to go the whole playoffs.
yep, until the end, and he just ran out of
Yeah,
gas. Like that
yeah.
one, like
7 game series, two. What do they have?
two.
Two 7 game series
Yep,
to finish. Yeah,
yep, they
with
were done.
Phoenix.
Yeah, they wore him
Yeah.
out. They were done. But I'm gonna tell you this: who scares you the most in the West right now? Because here's the deal: the Clippers 39-16, Thunder 37-17, the Clippers 36-17, the Nuggets 36-19, the Suns 33-22. They've moved all the way up to 5. The
Yeah.
Pelicans are 33 and
Well, we
22.
said that 2 months ago. Wait till the Suns get healthy.
Yep, yep,
They're gonna be tough.
and that's exactly what's happened. That's exactly what
Yeah, to
happened.
me, I'm not gonna say the Clippers because they'll choke. They'll figure out a way to choke.
Yep,
I'll say the Nuggets and the Thunder and the Suns right now.
yep. The T Wolves, I think they're the deal with T Wolves. They're the number one defensive team in the league,
No.
and they're
Yeah.
long. But I don't know. I don't know if they can win in a 7 game series and three. What that would be 4 7 game series. I don't know if they can get
Yeah.
that done.
I guess I'm just the guy. Show me you can do it before I'm gonna say you can do it. They just haven't done it.
Yeah, I'm with
You know what I
you.
mean? Show me you can win in the playoffs, and then I'll pick you.
Yeah.
I ain't seen you win in the playoffs. There's
Yeah.
about 4 or 5 of you guys. They ain't won anything.
Yeah, and the Mavs, they've won 6 straight, Drew, by the way. They're 32
done.
and 23. They've won 6 straight.
And I don't care what you say. Nobody wants to see the Lakers in the first round.
No. The teams, like right now, the Lakers are only they're 3 games out of 6th place.
Yeah. I saw that. They'll make a run, I think, for that 6th spot.
Yep. This is where they want to be.
I thought the Dinwiddie pickup was nice for them. Kind of strength
Yeah,
to
real
their bench.
nice.
He can pass.
Real nice.
Yeah.
He can shoot it. He's a
Yeah.
veteran. So when they did that, I thought I agree with you 100%. What did you think about the Thunder's pickup?
I liked it. And then how about you picking up, you see they grabbed old boy out of the G League from Kentucky?
No.
Yeah, what's his name? The guy that was in the Rising Stars deal. Big kid, the rebounder.
Oh, the big dude, the rebounder, they grabbed him?
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but yeah, they picked him up right before the All-Star game.
Oh, here, let me.
What is his name? Kind of got a weird last name. I think he's African.
You talking about Biambi? Or you talking about somebody else?
No, that's the big guy, the kid from Kentucky.
Let me see.
He played in that Rising Stars game. He was good. He's averaging like 14 rebounds a game in the G League.
Yeah, I'm looking for who the Thunder added on their deal. How about Shea getting 31 last night?
Yeah, 7 for 10 from 3.
Yeah, dude. If he ever gets a 3-point shooter line, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? If he ever gets a 3-point shot, he's gonna be really unguardable. I mean, really unguardable at that point.
Hey, because then you got to come out on him. If you come out on him, he goes by you.
Yeah, and I told everybody I think Keontae Johnson, he looked good too in the Rising Stars, but I think he's the next. He's gonna replace Dort. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to.
What is that guy's name? They just picked him up. I can't remember his name.
I'm trying to.
Maybe.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't know.
I'm
I
trying
can't
to pull it up, but it doesn't. It just talks about J-Dub. Shocking.
Yeah. Maybe he hasn't signed yet. I don't know, but that's the kid from Kentucky.
Yeah.
He's a good rebound. He's not very tall. He's like 6'8".
By the way, did you see SJ showing up in his Louis jacket?
Yeah.
I said, okay.
He's
Yeah, it doesn't say on here, Drew. Let me see additions. I'm still looking for them to see additions. They got Bismarck. Oh, Maldonado. No,
Oh, I can't remember his name. I think it was a minute.
Adam Flagler. That was February 11th.
No, this would have been just recently. I don't know.
On their
I don't know if he signed.
side, they've got Flagler, the shooting guard, Gordon Hayward, and Biombo. That
Yeah,
so I don't
if he
know.
hadn't signed yet.
He must not have signed yet. Let me see.
Oh,
Yeah, it doesn't say on here, Drew. They waived Maldonado and Williams after being that was before. Uh, yeah, it doesn't say on here, bro. I don't know what the issue is with that, but it doesn't say. So uh, I would say this: when I look at the Thunder, Drew, what they've got coming up is going to be crazy. You know, their schedule. They're really going to. I mean, it could get ugly. You know what I'm saying, Drew? Because you've got Clippers on Thursday. You have the Wizards on Saturday. I mean, on Friday. You have the Rockets at the Rockets on Sunday. The Rockets at home on Tuesday. Then you go to the Spurs on Thursday, and then the Suns on March 3rd. And so the Thunder very easily over the next 6 games could go 3-3. Now I think they need to go 4-2 or 5-1. I think that's what they're going to need to do, but I just don't know if it's going to happen with them. We just can only hope that it does. So I want to take this opportunity right now to go ahead and thank our sponsors, Collaborative Logic. If you have needs for computers, software, or website design, they can hook you right up. And the thing that I love about them, they can remote in and fix whatever computer unless it's really broken down, like I've had to do. Take them to them. But for the most part, I don't have to come in. They can just remote in and take care of my system. I really, really like that. SRB, if you have any needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, they are the people to talk to. They love, love, love to be behind the scenes. So hit our boys up. Our boy Jose Fierro, if you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand to be moved, he's the dude. Greg and Max Nafy supporting me as always in the Matt Clark Academy, as well as this. YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to support women, minority, and black owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com because they are closed today because of President's Day, so they're not open. You can go to their main bank at 401M downtown Yukon, YNB East, which is off the Parkway in 66, YNB Mustang off Mustang Road there in Mustang, America, YNB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks just south of I-40, and YNB Peoples in Bethany on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. Shelter Insurance, the Mark Pemberton Agency, 4609 Southeast 29th in Dale City, Oklahoma, 670-2424. Monday through Thursdays, they're open 9 to 5, Fridays 9 to 1, closed Saturdays and Sundays, proudly serving the Middale area since 1982. Are you back, Drew? Drew? Drew, are you back? I see Drew's iPhone there, but I can't hear Drew. We were going to go over his picks that he had sent me. Here are his picks for today's games. For those of you all who have been following him, he's got. Oh, there you go. Are you there, Drew?
no.
Are you there? I'm sorry, everyone. I'm just.
Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
I can hear you now. Okay, I was just going over your Herbie Husker picks. You got Houston -9.
Yep. Yeah, Iowa State is not the team on the road as they are. They're not the same team, and Houston is turning it on right now.
Yeah, it's Oh my God. Oh, they're so funny. Yeah, I like Houston. You think they're going to be the ones that come out of the Big 12 on top?
Man, you would think so, but don't ever count KU out. and especially if KU gets a 2 seed in the Midwest, and they go to Omaha, that's a free pass to the Sweet 16, and anything happens from there.
Yeah,
They're beat up right now. Their leading scorer's not playing. They get him back and healthy. They're tough in the tourney.
Yeah, always are. Now you already got y'all already got y'all's tickets, don't you? For the Big 12?
Yeah, we got to go, man. That's going to be a good time. You got to make that trip. I'm telling you, that Friday in Kansas City, you could have 8 ranked teams playing.
Yeah, the Big 12 is just so much better than every conference right now, Drew, to me. I mean, don't you
Southeast
agree?
Conference is pretty tough.
The what?
The Southeast Conference is tough, top end tough. You got Auburn, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, South Carolina. I mean, they're tough. I think the Big 12, top to bottom, is the best conference, but the Southeast Conference at top is tough.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's going to be – I just think top to bottom, though, you're right. Now, the thing is this. UConn, dude, I watched them the other day, Drew. They're ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, they're tough.
God
They're
damn.
real tough.
Well, let's go through your picks.
They're deep.
They're big, athletic,
long.
can shoot.
Yeah. And they're not gonna have to. They won't take a plane in the tournament.
Yep.
They'll go from Stores to Brooklyn to New York City to Madison Square Garden.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. And they're like, and their record at Madison Square Garden is like 28-3 over the last 10 years.
Yeah, it's something
It's like
ridiculous.
they're home away from home.
Yep, it's something ridiculous. So anyway, you got Virginia Tech -4.
Yeah, I don't know if you watched UVA play lately, but they are terrible offensively. I mean, they can't shoot to save their lives.
Yeah, isn't
They
that
scored
crazy?
48 points the other day and beat Wake Forest.
Are you serious?
Yeah, 49-48. They beat them by 1 point.
How do you only score 48 points with a game with 35 seconds with a shot clock?
I have no idea. I mean, it's inept. They can't shoot. Their defense is great, and they play that zone. So if you can't shoot wide open threes, they just lock you down, but they can't score the basketball.
Oh, man, that is just ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
I mean, you're not going to beat anybody. They're a key component to go out in the first round of the tournament. If they'll probably be a 4 or 5 seed. They'll probably draw, a decent 11 or 12 seed out of a good conference. If they'll get beat in the first round, not scoring 45, 50 points a game.
Yeah, I agree, but -4 though, and that's not that many points, is it?
No, Bobcat's decent. They got the guys that can play. They're a lot better at home than they are on the road. Carolina beat them up pretty good Saturday, but if they hit threes, they'll beat Virginia.
Yeah.
And they're at home.
Then you got K-State at Texas, the over 140.
Yeah, I like the over in that game. K-State doesn't play a whole lot of defense this year, which is kind of weird because they usually hang their hat on the defensive end. But they got some guys that can shoot the ball, and Texas is so up and down. I really thought Texas would play Houston a lot closer Saturday than they did, and they got thralled.
Yeah, isn't that crazy, dude, how disappointing they've been this year?
They're up and down. I mean, 1 week they play great, next week they play terrible, and they always beat OU. They just hand OU their ass every time they play. Isn't that amazing? Every time they beat OU like 10 out of the last 11 times they played.
I'm going to say this, though. I missed the OSU game Saturday because, I had to go work. But
you were up there, weren't you?
I was up there Friday night for the alumni reunion.
How was that? How was that?
I'm trying to pick my words carefully.
Did you see Rutherford up there?
No, Rutherford, they had a game.
Oh, yeah, he had a game of fun.
Yeah, I'm like, why are we having basketball on the deal on a Friday night during basketball season? The guys that are coaching, we have a bunch of guys coaching. They're not coming.
Should have had that on a Saturday.
Well, the game was on Saturday, but they just, I'm just going,
I'm like, with all you old heads, you could almost do a lunch.
Yeah, but Randy wasn't there. There was so many people not there, man. And, Randy, we boys, so we always drink together and hang out together. Me and him and Kimberly, and and it was just Drew. It was just.
Was Lee right there?
Yeah, Leroy was there. That was it. Leroy was
Yeah,
there. Rick Anderson was there. Brad Livingstone was there. That was it from our team.
yeah.
That was it. No, it's like I don't.
Well, you know what? It hurts is the team's terrible. So a
Yep,
lot of people don't want to bother with it and go up there.
yep. And then also, Doug Gottlieb got up and spoke, and
Oh
I'm
boy.
just like, sit your ass
He,
down. You know,
he's vying for that
he
job,
is.
man.
Yeah, but my deal was this: you're doing that right in front of our current coach.
Yeah. He doesn't
Nobody,
care.
nobody. You,
What do
you.
you think about Boynton's press conference talking about NIL and basically complaining that he doesn't have the resources to get out there and sign to get guys that's got to take the win?
Well,
What I gathered from it.
you got two McDonald All Americans. What do you got to do?
Yeah. I mean, he's not making any improvements. They're getting worse every year since
Yep,
he's been there.
yep. My deal is this: the year that they got Cade, that next year, that team that they would have
Yeah.
had was a beast
Yeah.
of a team. But
Yeah.
because he
That
got
killed
put on
him.
probation, it killed him. It killed him, and
Yeah,
they
it
haven't
killed his
recovered.
career too, probably.
Yep, killed his career. That right there, because to me, the NCAA, Kansas was far worse what they did, and they
Yeah.
got nothing. You didn't do anything to them.
Yeah, Carolina did. Got a slap on the wrist.
Yes,
They did the same
yes.
thing.
Carolina, I'm like, look, you got guys talking about they were cheating, and you let.
Not going to class.
Yeah, I mean, just telling you what they were doing, and you're okay with it.
That is measuring in athletic activities.
Yeah. So to me, it's just frustrating, man. It's just hard.
Yeah, that was a bad deal. That was a bullshit deal, and it killed him for 5 years, man.
Yep. We have not recovered from that. Have not recovered.
You
But
think Scott Sutton's got any chance to get that job?
no.
Yeah.
No, I was talking to Van Shea yesterday, and he's sitting there trying to convince me about Doug Gottlieb. I go, get the hell away from me.
Oh, I know, dude.
I said, you're tripping.
Traber's all over it too.
I said, if you know anything about basketball, why would you go hire a guy who's never coached? You're just doing that. You have a coach who's never coached that you're paying right now to learn how to coach.
To me, that shows you you're settling on being a BS program.
That's right. But the whole thing is that Holder screwed us with our guy.
Not keeping a guy from Illinois.
Him. Screwed us.
Yep.
Screwed us.
Yeah.
Because you hadn't had a sellout in 7 years because you love Travis Ford for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm,
And then you have 3 in
but
1 year.
Bad hires, dude.
Yeah.
Just bad hires.
And that's why, Brad Underwood. You have Underwood.
Brad
You have
Underwood,
3
that was a great
sellouts.
hire,
Yeah.
And then you don't keep him.
And you have 3 sellouts, and you haven't had sellouts in 8 years.
Yeah.
They're
relegating themselves to being a stepping stone program
That's exactly what they're doing.
and not a destination program.
But this is the thing. T-Bone Pickens, I believe, told Holder he wants OSU football to be number 1. They will never be number 1, just like OU basketball would never be number 1. OU is going to be
OU leaving the state now. Yeah, it might help. Being in the Big 12 may help or hurt them. I don't know.
No, it's a football school. Remember, to keep your football
But
tickets.
I tell you, their path to the playoff is a lot easier now that OU and Texas
Yep.
are gone.
Yep. And see, this thing, at OU, you had to keep your football tickets, you had to buy basketball tickets. At OSU, to keep your basketball tickets, you had to buy football tickets.
Right.
So now you.
How mad would people be in this state if OU goes to the SEC and doesn't make the playoff, and OSU stays the Big 12 makes the playoff?
That would be fantastic, bro.
It could
That'd
happen
be fantastic.
Because
I love
OSU
it.
could win the Big 12 next year. They're going to be one of the favorites to win the conference. And OU is going to be lucky to be over 500.
100%. 100%. It's just so frustrating to me, man. Drew.
And I'm looking at OU's football schedule, and at best, I think they're 7-5.
Yep. And you know what's so funny is, speaking of OSU, we were celebrating the 2014, and Doug Gottlieb was speaking. Why the hell are you talking? You didn't play on the 2014.
Yeah, you're not on that team.
The hell you talking for?
Was
he
Lucas
brought up.
there?
No, Lucas wasn't there.
Or Keontae?
Keontae was, but Lucas wasn't there. Both Graham boys wasn't there, and Tony Allen wasn't
Scott
there.
Pierce there?
Pierce wasn't there, dude. We were down at least 40 or 50 people from last year.
Yeah.
At least that many.
Yeah. That tells you everything you need to know about the state of the program.
Yep. I mean, like, we're all pissed because right after the first one we had Underwood, we're like, we went to Holder. Hey, we want to hire this guy. He's the dude.
Yeah.
You know what we got this
Yeah.
time, Drew? We got a T-shirt.
And what, yeah, I saw that. And what would you think it would have cost to keep Underwood there in Stillwater?
No, $600,000 more, which they say they didn't have. He
That's
told,
such a joke.
yeah, and they said we didn't have it, but they paid a Gundy. And on top of that, I'm like, dude, OSU is a basketball school. It's going to always be known for basketball.
Yeah.
No matter what football does, they're never just like OU basketball. No matter what OU does, they're a football school, basketball second. You had Wayman Tisdale, you couldn't sell out the arena. You had Trey Young, you couldn't sell out the arena. You had Blake Griffith, you couldn't sell out the arena. We had Thurman Thomas, Barry Sanders, and you couldn't sell out the footballs. You couldn't sell out the football.
Russ Williams couldn't sell it out.
Couldn't sell it out. You're not. You are who you are. Embrace who you are and build that up.
Yep. I agree.
And
it can still happen at Oklahoma State in basketball. They have the facilities. They have the tradition.
You got to have the coach.
Get a coach.
Got to get a coach. Well, see, the whole thing is
no, just regular coach. They got to go make a hire, make a splash.
Yep.
Like a Rick Pitino. Pitino's out in here, something like that.
Or another Underwood. Somebody who can go recruit, somebody who knows what they're doing. Because Underwood, why the hell would he not want to be in the Big 12?
I like that coach from St. Mary's. He's a good coach.
I like him. But, you know, these guys right here, we want, Godly. What the hell? I don't want Godly. What the hell I want him for?
Yeah.
I don't want him.
You think he could talk like a Mark Pugh or something like that to leave Gonzaga to come in Big 12?
Yeah.
I do too. I think that's way out there, man.
But the whole thing with that, Drew, is getting him from Gonzaga here. I don't know if I don't know if I'm leaving the West Coast.
Yeah, that's true. He's up in a great Northwest, though. He's out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh yeah, but still, you're out there. You're going to come to Stillwater, the middle of America.
But that's the kind of hire they need to make. Somebody like that.
Yep. But I just don't.
They may be falling on tough times the last couple of years.
Well, the problem is you got people who like Traber talking about hiring Gottlieb. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
To be a stepping stone.
Yeah, program. Dude, he has look, like I tell him, stick to fucking baseball. That's what you know.
And
stick to baseball.
You might as well top off the top level of Gallagher Iva like they did at OU.
Yep. It's just so frustrating to me, man. Drew, the whole weekend was, there was no, like how everybody goes back to the Atherton, there was like maybe 6 people there. It was the most, Gottlieb speaking really just ruined the tone of the whole night.
Yeah. Well, he was, that just tells you where the state of the program is. He's your keynote speaker.
Yeah, it was pathetic.
You know what's crazy is they probably played the best game they played all year. Saturday.
Yep, and then and it's so funny. Van Shake's like, oh, well, he's up there, giving notes and giving advice and watching tape. I go, how the hell are you gonna watch tape? And I said he couldn't fucking play. He couldn't play basketball. Why the hell am I gonna listen to him? They didn't guard. I looked at Van Shake. They didn't guard him.
He shot 51% from the free throw line his senior year.
Yeah, but I'm like, but Drew, my thing is this: I have never in my life had somebody back off me and say you can shoot it. Never.
Yeah, never.
Ever.
No.
Okay?
And they did. They go all the way down to the paint.
All the way in the paint. Say, go ahead, shoot, man. I mean, that is embarrassing. And then I want you to be my coach. You have no experience.
He got booted out of Notre Dame for stealing stuff, stealing his roommate's wallet and computer.
Yep.
I mean, that's not the guy you want as your head coach.
And, it's on ESPN radio, got kicked off that. Got Fox, got kicked off that. Nobody cares about him.
CBS and Fox.
Yep, nobody cares. Nobody wants to hear him. That's why when Trey and them are talking, I go, dude, y'all need to shut up. Nobody wants him. I mean, the reason why he's trying to come here because he has nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
And I said, now you're going to hire him and Desmond Mason or whatever. What are you doing?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of stuff. I've heard the stories about Desmond Mason, too, that don't want you around his program.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a great basketball player, but as a human being, he's done stuff to people I know that they're not happy with him at all.
No, it's like, dude, he'll speak to me like if he doesn't have to speak to me, he won't speak to me.
Yeah.
And like even when he tries to speak to me, I'm like, fuck you, man. Don't talk to me, dude. I mean, you can if either you're gonna talk to me all the time or you're not gonna talk to me. You don't get to talk to me when you decide to talk to me.
Right.
No,
Like Royce Jeffries or any of those guys come?
Nope.
Huh.
Nope.
What about old guy that played for Golden State? Dumas or
Nobody.
Or what's the other guy's name?
Drew.
35, big guy.
There wasn't that many people there, man.
That's terrible.
It was.
And that tells you right there the relationship that he has with former players and the reach out and all that stuff. I guarantee you got more people at a golf deal than you do basketball.
Yeah, he didn't hardly talk to me, and because I've said some things. I was just being honest. I like the guy, but we were paying him to learn how to coach, and I don't see anything wrong with what I'm saying. It's the truth. I'm not downplaying you. I like you. I want you to be our coach, but dude, we're paying you to learn how to coach.
Program. Yeah, not in junior college.
Yeah, I said. So you took the job because you wanted a head coaching job, and they gave you the job because they didn't want the program to grow, and that's how it is, plain and simple. So I don't know. But anyway, brother, I'm gonna get off here, man. I'm gonna go lay down, man. This weather going from hot to cold. I mean, my head is like, dude, I'm struggling, man. My head is hurting so bad. I can't.
I'm on my way to the frozen tundra. I'm starting to see snow on the ground.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
What are y'all doing up there?
I'm about 2 hours outside of Omaha. You got to come up for a little work stuff.
Oh, okay.
See some customers, talk to small clients. I figured today was a good day to do it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day, too.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch out Creighton and UConn tomorrow night in Omaha. That'll be a good one.
Yeah, because I'll be at the bank. Are you back Thursday?
I'm back Wednesday.
Okay, yeah, because I'll be at the bank this week. So we'll come by there. Just come on.
Maybe I'll come in the bank Thursday and
we'll do it then.
Chop it up in here.
All right. Okay, bro. Appreciate you.
All right, buddy. Peace out.
My guy Drew. Drew hit on HuskerDrewPicks.com. That boy's a hot ass mess. He is a hot mess. He really is. That's my boy, though. That's my family right there. Gotta love him. But anyway, hey, I want to thank everybody for watching this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Remember, we're gonna be on YouTube, so you can go in and ask any questions that you might be able to want to know or comment or anything like that. And also, you can do it on Facebook. And I will, after the show's over, I'll go back and check it out. So that being said, I hope everybody has a fantastic day.